Hi everyone, it's Hiedi Scott with DIY Dreaming, and today I have a really fun project to show you. I touched on this a little bit back in my black and white and neutral DIY and decor series, but I want to tell you the whole story, start to finish, where to get things, what to do, what to avoid on making rolling pins that are decorated. So I'm going to start at the very beginning, and this is the project that I just most recently did. Okay, so I didn't come up with this idea. That's not a surprise. But what I did do is I saw some stenciled and decorated rolling pins. They weren't really my style or my colors, but they got me thinking. And so what I did is I found some rolling pins, did some of these projects, and made it my own. And I hope that you'll do the same thing too, that you'll see this idea, and maybe you like bright colors, or you know, your home is mostly navy blue or whatever. Your style is different. I hope you'll take this idea and run with it and make it your own. Okay, so let's see, where do you get rolling pins? Well, I'm completely obsessed with this project now, and every time I go to Goodwill, I go straight to the baking and wood cutting board section, and I look for rolling pins. I've gotten all different sizes and styles, some of them in really terrible shape, most of them in not very bad shape at all, because I guess the reason why people are donating these to Goodwill is because they don't use them. You can get them at Goodwill. You can also buy them at Walmart, Target, and they're not very expensive, brand new either. Okay, then the first thing that you want to do is clean them really well, because this one, for example, it has something sticky on it. The one I just did was in terrible shape. It had just years of crud build up on it. So the first thing you want to do is clean it really well. And I have found, honestly, that this is the best stuff to clean it with. This is called a Maker Studio Furniture and Cabinet Cleaner. It doesn't smell great, but it really takes off any stickiness from labels, just years and years of dust and grime. And if you're going to paint or stain these, then they need to be cleaned to start with. So that's the first step. Then the next thing I did is I just used a piece of one of these foam sanding blocks, and I went over the barrel of it and the handles really well. And then for this one, which is my most recent one that I'm so excited about, I took some painter's tape and I taped around the handles, which was pretty easy to do. Hey, no. It always happens. It was pretty easy to do because there's a little gap in between the barrel and the handle. Hush. No. Okay, and then you can decide, do you want to paint the barrel or do you want to paint the handles? These are some that I made a few months ago, and for these, I decided to paint the barrel. And so I used this great color called Biscuits and Gravy Rescue Restore Paint from a Maker Studio, and I painted the barrel, and then I stained the handles a little bit darker on this one because I just wanted to see how that would turn out. This is why it's super important that they're clean. That Rescue Restore paint will stick to anything so long as it is clean. Okay, so that was one, and then this is the other one that I made. This one, the handles already had some sort of stain and like a, I don't know what that is, type of glossy sealer on them, so I didn't do anything to the handles on this one. That's his family. These two both remind me of that Ray Dunn pottery and home decor stuff that you can find everywhere. Okay, so you decide which you want to do. Like I said, for this one, I decided to paint the handles, and I mostly did that because they had some little bits of red paint on them. Maybe they were originally red, I don't know. But they just didn't look nice, and I couldn't get that off. So I just decided to paint them black. Once you do that and you've cleaned it and sanded it, you're just going to decide what stencil you want to use. And it could say something like, this is one I did not too long ago. This is Rescue Restore Paint over a stencil that said Grateful, Thankful, Blessed. Okay? This one came from one of the new stencils that a maker studio has. This is called Farmer's Market, but the part that I was going to use is this part at the bottom, okay? And I essentially just took my stencil off of the backing, burnished it on here really good, and then using Rescue Restore paint, not chalk art and not gel ink, because I wanted it to be permanent, using Little Black Dress Rescue Restore paint. Look at what a messy crafter I am. Oh my goodness. Anyways, using this Rescue Restore paint, which is also from a maker studio, I just went over the stencil with a little foam dome brush, let it dry, and tied a ribbon on it. And I think it turned out pretty darn cute, don't you think? Here's another stencil that I think would work great for this project. The bottom part of this one that says Always Grateful. Of course, it's just personal preference, whatever you like. But anyways, I hope that this little video will inspire you to look around your own house to see if there are some rolling pins hanging out that you're not really using that you might want to decorate and display. Or I hope it will inspire you to check that out at your local Goodwill or whatever thrift stores you like, garage sales. Just don't go to my don't go to my Goodwill in Cumming, Georgia, because that's where I'm looking for rolling pins. Oh, the last thing I wanted to tell you is that these look great on a shelf. Like this one I had sitting in the shelf right behind me so that you could see the word grateful. Or you can hang them, and I just used some twine that I tied around the ends of the handles for both of these. And I think this would be cute. You could even not do a stencil on it, but hang a dish towel over it and hang the twine up with something real secure on your wall in the kitchen. So that's pretty much all I have to share with you right now. I'll be coming back live again today. I'm going to show you a really cute project and my first attempt at making a messy bow. As always, if I can help you with anything, if you have any questions about any DIY or craft projects you're working on, or you want to know what supplies you need, anything at all, please don't hesitate to let me know. You can either drop something in the comments, a question or a comment, or you can personal message me. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and until I see you again, I will be DIY dreaming up lots more crafts and DIY projects that are easy, fun for sure, quick, because I don't have a long attention span, super affordable, and that require no artistic abilities.